Hey nerds, welcome to Jerry Reacts. Today we are reacting to Season 7, Episode 15 of the Vampire Diaries, entitled I Would For You. So, Stefan's still on the run, encounters an old friend in the name of Calamity Klaus. Caroline is with Rick in Dallas. Bonnie cut off Enzo's hand to save Damon's life from Bitchface, but now Bonnie laying in the hospital. And that's really just kind of where we're at with the show. Enzo's like, hey, you're my sister to that one girl. So that's where we're at. Klaus backhanded the shit out of Raina with a crowbar. She's dead in the woods. This is our opening image you're going to see in a second. So if you guys are new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. And Jerry does his best work behind the scenes. And let's watch. I love brown eyes. Like, I love all eye color, but something about brown, like, look at the brown eyes, like, in the sun. It's different. You just waking up naked in the middle of the woods? We take a fire bath? Hi, Raina.
Well, according to Freya, all the herbs witches use are stored here, just in case something happens to them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you know what this particular herb looks like.
And why is that?
So,
Because witches are very fond of their herbs.
so every herb they have is just like a backup place? What if somebody sets fire to that? Seems like something the show would do.
Oh, good. You're up. How's Banica Magica?
Look at these
Not
besties.
great, but
Hashtag besties.
Good enough to make sure you never call me that again.
Ooh.
Someone's cheery.
Feisty.
I'm a man with a plan.
Which is...
A secret.
Does it have to do with killing Raina the Huntress?
I'll never tell.
Man poured that whole flask into that cup.
Yes.
Good. How can I help?
You
And it's
can't.
still
This
empty,
is the Damon
because the
only
flask
show.
was empty.
Damon versus Raina.
Vegan.
I'm not here for the filmy hospital pudding.
Ew,
You almost
filmy.
died in that place, and I'll never let that happen again.
Exactly. And also, too, bro, Bon, don't, why you so cute? So, listen, they got, I'm sidetracked. Enzo, your cell phones, put it on vibrate. You don't have to listen to it. That's a pro tip. Pro strats from Jerry Bear, okay? Simple as that.
Promise me you will stay out of this, Bon. No one needs to get hurt from me anymore. I can handle Raina.
That's right. Damon said he was like, today's the day it all ends. Okay.
Tell me everything you know about Stefan Salvatore, or I'll send you to hell for eternity.
Barking up the wrong vampire there, sister. Stefan's antisocial. Not many friends.
True.
Actually, no friends at all. But I hear he's a very handsome and charming brother. You might want to talk to him.
Yeah, stupid brother. Seems foolish of you to come back here.
I know, right? To be honest, I'm not that brave.
You have your moments.
I did have a shockingly effective ally tell me that you were here.
It's okay. Damon's
You almost said friend.
You almost said,
his brother is a friend. That's the only reason.
yo, his brother's a
Oh,
friend.
John, get rid of this thing.
Anything else?
Yeah. You know where I can get a buzzsaw?
See, but here's the weird thing is that shit, it's not going to work. And you know why I think it's not going to work? Is because the opening scene showed her waking up naked in the woods with that like kind of like smoky thing around her. Remember the shamans sacrificed their lives for her. And obviously we know it's fucking 3 years in the future. But Klaus killed her. Either that, but I mean, so much time passed though, so I don't really know yet. But that still could play into it. And all the shamans gave their life so she can have multiple, whatever the case is. Shout out little Donovan, little Damon action right there. He said his brother's a friend. Man said a buzzsaw, bro. Look at this. Turned into Dexter. Now that would have been an interesting scene to watch, just chopping her up a little bit. That would have turned the show super dark. See, there's the flames.
Here we go.
Reincarnated. The mother of fire. So, I mean, he knew something that she would, like, fall back. See, she does, like, Elena right there a little bit. With them brown eyes. She naked.
What's next? It puts the lotion in the basket.
It wouldn't.
I was waiting for the moment to work that line in. For the fucking, to put the lotion in the basket. Put the lotion on the skin or else to get the hose again.
My father envisioned a world without vampires. I will not rest until I see his vision through.
I will not rest until I see my father's visions come true. Listen,
So,
you fucking goof nut. It's kind of a goofy concept. Like if you mark them, now you're obsessed and you want to kill them. Just kill them.
what do you propose we do? Rub each one on your wound and hope for the best? The one borderline recreational herb.
Oh,
Stefan.
you got some Schweed?
I misjudged you.
That's not Schweed, brother. That's just a plant.
You actually do have fun.
I did it once.
What was her name?
Really? There has to be a her?
With someone like you, there's always a bad influence.
Lexi.
Well, her name was
Oh,
Rebecca.
it was Becca.
Let's just say she was a lot to handle.
A dead end.
What is that?
Probably a little bit of Ravanium.
Night, night.
Why did this gas station meth head just pop up on our screen? Listen, lady. Just say no.
I'm sorry for Enzo's behavior yesterday. He wasn't following proper protocol. I asked him to call you back here. Might have gotten off on the wrong foot.
The wrong foot
Or wrong hand.
I don't
No?
know. It's kind of funny. Reina Cruz is a common enemy. We should be working together to fight her.
But you don't want to fight her. You want her captured. So I think you know a lot.
They kind of look similar too.
Makes it hard for me to trust you.
Her and Reina.
Fair. Why don't you come with me?
Look, there's two queens right here. Have you noticed another similarity? I kind of pointed out in the last episode with Enzo, but Enzo also, like, he gets into himself a lot of situations where he comes out and he has his little confidence or whatever. There's always somebody else, like, above him that talks down to him and, like, makes him a secondary person. That boy has had a weird character development throughout this show.
This room contains everything the Armory has gathered on Reina Cruz. It gave their lives for her.
Wow, you kept them bitches in a box.
Everlastings.
That one dude looked kind of good.
2 everlastings. The other 6 look pretty lasted.
Oh,
There should be 3 preserved corpses.
she's like a cat with 9 lives.
We lost another one? Did you know about this? Why wasn't I told?
It must have just happened.
Damn it.
See?
I take it from her subtle shift in attitude that's a bad thing.
Every time Raina dies, one of the bodies decays.
Exactly. I was
There's quite
right.
a few this past week, and if we lose all of them, Raina dies for good.
Good. Who gives a shit? So, again, the shamans gave their life. That one dude and fell over. So every time she dies, one of them shamans, she gets an extra life from them. I guess, can you meet with shamans? Can you, like, double dip, you know? I think double dip a little bit. So she has 2 left. She can die 2 more times. Great.
I mean, have you ever even tried? Has there ever been a Mr. Hunter? Huh?
Used to have him, struck a nerve. Yeah. You had a Mr. Hunter?
I see.
Hello, mate. Raina's lives are limited. Only 2 more left.
Never mind. Looks like I don't have to pretend I care.
You have 5 seconds to tell me exactly what's happening, or you're not leaving here alive.
You got a lot of threatening for somebody. She wants to cut off your Jimmy Jims.
I'm sorry. Scars are a fail-safe. If Raina dies, so does anyone she's marked.
Stefan has one of those scars, doesn't he?
The scars are a failsafe.
I'm not happy.
Just helped one of them take down a vampire killing machine. That doesn't sound complicated.
Penny, you have no idea what I've been through in this town.
It's true.
You're right.
It's true.
I don't.
He drowned.
But I
His
do wonder
former
how much
ex-girlfriend
of it
slash
went
best
through.
friend drowned because of him. So she comes back to life, Jon Snow style, as a vampire, fucking, and all this other stuff happened. And Matt just kind of, you know, everything with his sister. He had his best friend hook up with his mom. All these people dying around him. Boy becomes a goddamn deputy. They kill all of his people, and he's just out here striving to survive. He told his mother, "Hey, you got to bounce." And that little shameless scene he had, he's like, "You got to go. Like, I'm sick of this shit. Tired of this. I'm gonna do it on my own." And then he gets with Caroline, and then Caroline breaks up with him and dates his best friend. Listen, a lot of people are Eskimo buddies in this show. A lot of people dipping in the same pot.
Because you never took a real stand. At a certain point, it stops being the vampire's fault that the town is like this.
Something in my eyeball.
And it starts to be yours.
No, it's not his at all. He's a human. He's a singular human. You better get to speed digging.
Here we go. Come on. Where the hell are you? Come on.
She probably already out. There you go, like a puppy dog. Imagine filming that scene. I mean, we know what's gonna happen, but
Breathe! Come on, breathe. Breathe.
breathe, you goddamn goof nut.
I got something in it. It's not working.
Breathe.
She had a lung. Yeah, right here, you and me, we're together. Yeah, you almost drifted, brother. You and your eyebrows. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Thank God.
Yeah, we get it. You're strong. Hey, listen. I just saved your life.
Uh-oh is right.
And you kind of hot with that little bit of blood right there on your lip, but you could at least say thank you before you try to kill him.
No.
Oh.
But the good news is the armory has her, and they're not going to let her escape.
Except for that time they did.
Look, I know it's not ideal, okay? That's all we got.
Caroline's staying in Dallas. With Rick and the kids.
Sorry to hear that, brother. I saw that coming.
I think everybody saw it
You
coming.
don't get it, do you?
What?
As long as I have a scar, Raina will hunt me. This isn't about just you and me anymore. There's kids involved. I'm not gonna put them in danger, which means that I can't be with my girlfriend as long as Raina is alive. And you just told me she can never die. So we have to figure out another way to get rid of her, or we need to get rid of this scar.
Yeah, just cut it out your chest.
That's a good plan.
You about to tell him his?
For you.
What is this?
We both know these last few months have been impossible for me. I've been walking a tightrope, falling off constantly.
Trying to tiptoe on your Jordans.
I'm not a good brother when I'm not with Elena, and when I'm not a good brother, people get hurt.
So he's gonna run away?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna stay in one place.
Put myself in a box.
Right next to her. Yeah.
I saved your life time and time again. I chose you. I sacrificed everyone and everything for you. He's gonna turn your back on me now?
We're vampires. It's temporary, Stefan.
It doesn't matter. This is the most important moment.
See you again.
No, that's not how it works.
Listen to me. If there's even a fraction of you that cares about me, your brother, your family, and you will not walk out that door.
We know he's gonna walk out the door. There's no tension here. There's no emotion. Like, I feel the emotion, but there's no tension.
Save a good bottle of that bourbon for me, brother. We're gonna need to sort all this out in about 60 years.
Mistake. So again, like, as good as that fucking scene was, like, there's no emotion for me. I mean, you can feel the emotion, but there's no tension because you know he's gonna end up in a box because the 3 years in the future shit. That's why I don't like it. Because if you take those scenes out of them hunting, if you take out of him waking him up, and you just have that moment of them two having the conversation, and you have this reveal, here's this reveal that Damon's gonna desiccate, and then you have him and Stefan have that conversation, maybe even a little bit of an argument, but like a calm argument, kind of like what they were just doing. You could get yourself to feel all that emotion. You could get yourself to feel for Damon, who's constantly feeling like he's fucking up, who feels like he's not a good person when he's not with Elena. You can sympathize a little bit. And then you get on the side of Stefan, and you're like, he's 100% right. I chose you and all this bullshit. You are my brother. I chose you. Don't turn your back on me right now when we have to figure out the biggest problem, which is this fucking scar. You think it's all settled. It's not. Don't turn your back on me. If you care about me, you're not going to walk out the door, blah, 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 yada, yada. You could get into the emotion of all of it. That would probably be that may have been the second time that I would have probably cried on this thing, is during a conversation if I didn't know what was going on, because you could feel the emotion in Stefan's voice and you could hear it in Damon's as well. Also, the brother hug in the crypt. That's what pisses me off about this scene too. Stefan's been running for a few days now. He sacrificed himself for you. First thing you see each other is you just have this conversation. Where's the hug at? Get a little hug action.
Because you're a vampire and I'm a human. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. About my place in this town. My home. Whenever vampires are here, humans will always be at their mercy. Whatever laws we pass, you can break. Whatever lives we build, you can destroy. We don't stand a chance against you. That stops today.
Excuse me?
Motherfucker said, excuse me. Okay, I like that right there.
Vampires need to leave Mystic Falls. You have until the end of the day.
I mean, it's kind of nighttime right now, Maddie.
Damon, too.
So, Brooklyn, New York, is at the start of the scene. Well, Damon's about to desiccate in that building. Matt makes good points. He makes good points in a hypocritical way, almost. But he does make good points in a general, like, encompassing all the vampires and stuff. He makes a solid point in that stance. But that boy pussy whipped, all right? Because, listen, he just do his own little thing. Yeah, he don't like vampires, but he likes his friends, yada, yada. Matt's been kind of like a weird place. Again, Matt's been terribly written for, like, the last season and a half, maybe 2 seasons. For him being that basic human who becomes a deputy. I could see him having the hate, but the way and the flip was super weird, right? It was super weird. But hey, big dog, big nuts. I mean, he walked into Stefan's house. Stefan stood up. That boy said, y'all gotta go. Yo, is this a letter? Oh no, he had to drop a letter off to. Oh, fuck. She's so happy. She's so happy.
I'm gonna say goodbye.
I like that shot right there because it was super symbolic. of Damon running his hand across the coffin, the reflection, it plays a lot into the finale of Breaking Bad, and I really like that parallel right there. It was pretty nice.
Enzo told me that you asked him for Elena's coffin. He told me what you were planning.
Are we friends? I know why you wanted to do this in a letter. So you could desiccate in peace,
Imagining whatever reaction you wanted. Me reading it and thinking, huh,
I'm really gonna miss him.
well, too bad. Because that's not my reaction.
My best friend. Ever again.
Think about that, man. Bonnie's losing 2 best friends.
This hurts me. This hurts. This hurts me.
And as you desiccate, and as you feel the pangs of hunger, as the blood drains from your body,
That's what I want you to remember.
Are these fucking tears right here? That you shattered me, Damon Salvatore.
Listen to me.
No. You don't get to say goodbye.
You didn't get to say goodbye to your mother. You're not going to get to say goodbye to your best friend. You're leaving your best friend, both of your best friends, who will more than likely be dead by the time that you would come back. So you're leaving both Rick and you're leaving Bonnie. All with just a letter, too, by the way. You leave your brother in his time of need. What the fuck? That is ass. That is ass. All right, well, let's be fair. It doesn't happen that rapidly. All right, this must be like years happening right now. Or do you just get to choose to desiccate? Like, the episode's not going to end there, is it? It's going to end with some rain and stuff. Okay, 3 years.
I don't know about you, but I am exhausted.
We're all
I feel like
exhausted.
there should be champagne or something.
Just fucking do it. You're a bad
Finally
guy
got me.
monologuing. Like,
Here I am. Plan B.
why are you standing like it?
Because believe it or not, I don't actually want to kill you, Stefan.
That doesn't make any sense.
Just take my word for it. I know you don't deserve that mark, but somebody else does. What if I were to tell you there's a way for me to transfer it to somebody a little bit more deserving?
Of course, there's a way to transfer it to you. Who you gonna transfer it to, Damon?
It should have been Damon all along. You know this as well as I do.
You want to pit us against each other? Nice try.
Except it wasn't her idea.
This boy, he's the dumber in a wet bag of fucking
It
bricks.
was mine.
Plus, he's dying to the werewolf toxin. All right, so kind of figured that shit out. Oh man, exhausting is not the worst sometimes with this show, boy. After Raina goes on a spree, Matt tries to explain there's good vamps as well as bad. I still hate to use the word vamp. Ever since they first said vamp sex, bro, I can't. Vamp speed, when Lexi was talking about that. Damon makes a bad decision. Stefan has a setback in New Orleans. So, time jumping, again, which I don't like in shows. Time jumping from he was with Klaus was driving him, and then none of that. We don't get to see how that plays out. It just happens. There's herbs. He's been using it. Now it's empty. He ran out of his lip balm, his Carmax. Now he's got to go back for more, right? And then they find meth head Sheila hanging out in the Garden of Life, and just the shit's already gone. Somebody already came and got it. Great. Who? We're going to find that out? Probably not. Julian had those vampires, remember? They all die in the fire when Damon set off that bomb, that little fire thing, except for little buddy. Who knows? Man. So we're caught up now. We did the little montage, flash forward into the future, bing bam bop. Damon desiccated, apparently immediately. His final moment with Bonnie was, hey, like, Sorry, sucks to suck. I'm out. Dude, that's so shitty to write letters. It would have been. I know that they had initially. Somebody said they initially had 13 seasons planned. 13 seasons. Why? Somebody will get that joke. Um, so they had that planned out, and then people leave, so they cut it down to 8 seasons, 7 full seasons, episode 4 with an extra episode, and then season 7 with only what is like 16, 17 episodes, or season 8. Um, so there's a lot of rush stuff. Maybe that's why they did it. There's a lot of rush things going on in the show, because you could have told this story, and then when Damon desiccates, that could have been season 7, like a finale of him choosing to do that, an emotional moment with Stefan, right? Had this super emotional moment. None of that 3 years in the future bullshit. Super emotional moment. You have Damon, instead of giving the letters, right? Having Stefan give the letters. You have Damon basically go. It could be kind of out of character, but he sees Rick, and he has an emotional moment with Rick, and Rick tries to talk him out of it. And he's like, no, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then he has an emotional moment with his brother, right? And then maybe he can't bring himself. You still have that moment with Bonnie. He can't bring himself to have the same conversation he had with Rick and with his brother with Bonnie. So instead, he does that. Then they had that emotional interaction, and then he still gets in the coffin. Season 7 ends. Season 8 starts. You can have a small time jump, but you can also be doing all the stuff you did in the 3 years in the future. Maybe have a couple things play out to the halfway point, and then you get into that, and then season 9, season 10, etc., whatever you want to do. But again, I kind of get why they did it. I just like the 3 years in the future stuff. So from 16 and on, for the last 7 episodes, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, last 7 episodes is going to be in the future. Matt has a full-on regalia. He's out. He hates everybody. I hate that for his character, because he is a character that I truly enjoy, because he is the human. I mention it all the time. He is just the plain human in the show with no powers. He ended up doing the damn community service. He ended up becoming the officer, trying to do what he could, because the city was the only thing that he had, with his mom leaving, with his sister dying, etc. But the sudden flip, I think brought on mainly by Penny Aries, is just, this sucks for that character. So yeah, we're now caught up. The next episode is entitled Season 16, Days of Future Past. Shout out the X-Men. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and head out. As always, guys, links to everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.